Could your world use a little joy? Cece Cheney here, and today I'm sharing some things that you can do to find joy even in dark times. So, let me say this. I know that this weekend was really rough in the US, right? My feed was filled with shock and disappointment and anger and sadness and grief and all sorts of statements about the things that are happening in this world, right? And those are totally normal reactions, right? These are totally normal ways to feel when you see these sorts of things happening in the world. I totally get it. And it seems to me that now is probably a good time to talk about some things that you can do so that you can continue to find joy and happiness even when the things around you seem dark and twisted, right? Because there's always going to be something. There's always going to be stuff happening in the world. And if you tune into that and only that, your life will be filled with so much sadness and so much sorrow. And who wants to live like that? Hey, Tina. Hey, Jason. Thanks for hopping on, guys. So I wanted to share some ideas of things some little things that you could do just to brighten up your life, right? Just to brighten up your circumstances, because we are blessed enough to still be around despite some of the things that are happening in the world, right? So what can you do? The first thing is show some gratitude, right? Even when things are rough, even when things are scary, even when things are dark, we usually have something to be grateful for, right? Some of us, all of us, if you can watch this live and you're alive, you can see, you can hear, right? You've got things to be grateful for. And if you really start digging, you can find a lot of things. So take some time to express your gratitude, right? Some of the things you can do with that is you can totally get out there and you can do some journaling. One of the things I like to do is to bring some joy into other people's lives by taking a second to reach out to them and letting them know how grateful you are for them. So is there someone out there that you could reach out to today and spread a little joy with and let them know how grateful you are for them? Just a really simple thing that you can do to bring a little bit of joy not only into your own life but into the lives of others. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for hopping on. The second thing you can do is start taking steps in the directions of your dreams, right? I can't encourage you enough to do this, because if you want a sense of fulfillment, if you want a knowingness that things are going to be okay, you've got to be walking in the direction of things that make you happy, things that make you feel inspired, right? So who do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to make in this world? What sorts of things set your soul on fire, right? Really sit with these types of questions and figure out where you should be headed in this world, right? So once you've kind of figured out what that direction is, what would set your soul on fire, make a commitment to yourself, right? That you're going to do it. You're going to achieve your dreams. You're going to hit your goals. You're going to make the kind of impact you want to make, right? And figure out a way that you can start doing stuff towards that goal, right? What can you do to take a step in that direction, right? And sometimes I think, especially when it comes to like big old scary goals and getting out of our comfort zones, we feel like we have to know every single thing before we can get started. But you know the quote, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. That's what I want to encourage you to do. Just take that first step that gets you closer to your dreams, your goals, your desires, the things that set you on fire. So that's the second thing. The third thing that I want to encourage you to do is express your creativity. I think when there's so much going on in this world, when our lives are filled with things that can feel really heavy, that's the best time to express your creativity, to get those things out in whatever way that looks for you, right? So unleashing your creative side. Some people that might be drawing or coloring or painting. Others it might be writing. Maybe you do a DIY project. Maybe you cook some elaborate recipe, right? But finding some way to express yourself, even when everything is going on in the world, can help you to feel inspired and to feel encouraged even in dark times. Now, the fourth thing is kind of a fun thing that I did this morning, and I said, I'm going to throw it in here because it's just one of those things. Like if I am in energy that doesn't feel good, if I need to shift my energy, this is one of my favorite things to do. And this is dance it out, right? So I am a huge Grey's Anatomy fan. You guys probably know that about me by now. And one of the things that they love to do on the show is, like, if something's going on, they will just turn on some music and dance it out. No, they don't care about who's watching. It's not about anyone else. It's just being able to be in that moment, enjoying what's going on. So this morning, I threw myself a little 3-minute dance party. I was listening to Beyonce's Diva because that's my hype song to get me ready for a good week, right? But doing that, just doing something fun and exciting, even for a short amount of time. For me, it's 1 3-minute song will completely shift my energy. I could be feeling down, I can be feeling upset, I could be feeling sad. And if I allow myself to let loose and have a little fun for 3 minutes, my entire energy shifts. So try it out. Let me know if that's something you do try out, and what song would you dance it out to. Let me know in the comments what song you would dance it out to. So I did Beyonce's Diva, right? Demo. Okay, Amy. So generally speaking, I don't dance on camera, although I have done a couple in my Facebook stories. So you may want to check out my Facebook stories from time to time, and you might actually catch that. But that's the 4th thing. And the 5th thing, which I think is really important, if you are somebody who's having trouble coping, right? If you are struggling with what's happening in the world, I totally get it, right? There's a lot of things happening, and you're having trouble managing. Seek out help, right? And I am biased, right? Because I'm a therapist by trade. So go out there and find a therapist. Talk to someone, right? Today, I think we're really, really lucky in that we have lots of resources. There are hotlines, there are support groups, there are apps where you can text a therapist. I used to do some of that with clients over apps. So there's lots of things that you can do, but find whatever works for you. Find whatever you can afford, and get out there and get the help that you need, so that you are not overtaken by all of the sadness and all the grief and all the trauma that's happening in this world. So those are 5 things that I think can really help you start to get some joy back in your life. If you would like 10 more ideas, feel free to shoot me a message and I will get those right over to you. Listen to me here when I say this. You deserve to be happy, right? You deserve a little joy, even in the midst of everything that's happening in the world. So shoot me a message for my joy list and I will send it your way. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow, right? And oh my gosh, classic, man, I love that song, Jason. Hey, Nazia. Yes, dance it out. I appreciate you guys so much, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.